All right, check, check. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we are descending into Denver right now. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream this or not. I really couldn't decide because again, I don't really know how much time I have. I don't know how much time I have right now. I was already flying. I flew out of Houston and now we're heading into Denver right now. I've been working in the background, letting the plane fly while I've been working, and so I may have some other stuff to do tonight, but I don't know how much time I have. So we're gonna fly into Denver and attempt to do another flight from Denver to Salt Lake City and then back. We're gonna attempt that. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to finish it, guys. Just warning you ahead of time. I'm hoping I don't get any phone calls in the middle of this flight because everybody in my time zone is now out of work, and so people are gonna start calling me and texting me and stuff like that. So that's why I don't usually stream at this time of day, because it just gets busy around my life and stuff like that. So, but one thing is for sure, we're landing in Denver right now. So right now I'm descending down to 12,000 feet. I need to be at 12,000 feet when I get to Boss right here. I don't know if we can contact approach yet. Nope, we still can't contact approach. We do have ATC coverage at Denver. We are on the expert server. It's pretty busy. There's an event going on, Friday night flight. Looks like we have tower and ground. So as you can see, we do have some winds in favor of 17 left, 17 right. And our flight plan actually has us coming up the south. So I'm gonna have to just kind of fly around like a right downwind pattern for probably 17 left. And we'll land on 17 left or 17 right. Looks like they're taking off 17 right. So what I'll do is I'll land on 17 left so we don't get in the way of that. But one issue with that we need to check on the charts, because it might be a pretty long taxi from that runway. So let's take a look at the runways real quick on my computer. 17 left, yes, that's a very long taxi. So let's try to go for 16 left instead. Let's see if we can make it into 16 left. So that'll bring us all the way around the airport. We could I'll just go ahead and we'll go around the west side of the airport. So from Boss, I'll kind of connect over on the west side of the airport, and I'll draw a little path for us to get through. So let's go ahead and adjust my flight plan now as we're descending down. Don't need to go too far out. So we'll probably come out here near Kappa, right there, fly a little right downwind all the way out here or so. I'll probably do like right here. This will work. Right there to graze, and then 16 left is right there on. So we'll cross over the localizer for 16 right, and we'll catch the 16 left localizer over here at Glimey, and then we'll fly that in. Actually, we don't need that last waypoint I just added. Delete that, and we'll hit it right there. And guys, this is an unscheduled stream. I'm always tell you guys I do daily streams, and I stream usually around 12:30, 1300 Zulu, which is a whole lot earlier than this. We did do a stream earlier today to Madeira, which was really fun. And then when we were doing that flight, I realized that there was an event today, and I was like, hey, I kind of want to fly the event. I know I'm gonna fly it. Why not stream it? So that's what we're doing now. So if you look into the description, you will see my planned route for today. First, we took off out of IAH in Houston, Texas, and it was only about a 2-hour flight. And now we're planning on landing in Denver, Colorado. And then from Denver, Colorado, we'll be flying to Salt Lake City, Utah. And then we'll just be returning. We'll stay in the same aircraft. We'll be in the Airbus A320 for Frontier. Beautiful livery, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have not flown this specific one. We've flown Frontier livery before. We flew a different version of it, so this is a different one. This is actually the Colorado version of the Frontier livery also, so it's pretty cool. Does Pro have free weekends? What does that mean? All right, Ecuador is call sign Frontier 191. Cool. I'll be looking out for that call sign. Infinite Flight is flying Dublin to JFK. You've been flying for a while, I'm sure. All right, let's take a look at the map real quick. I just want to make sure we pay attention. We are at 12,000 feet where we want to be as we get to Boston. We have to remember the elevation of Denver is very high. Just go take a look at that. Elevation is 543 feet into Denver. Make sure that's correct. Actually, no, it's 5,430 feet. We got ATC Marco B is being air traffic for us here in Denver. I don't know him personally, but we'll see how he does. Right now, he's only tower and ground, so we won't be getting any vectors in for the approach. So we're gonna just kind of vector ourselves. That's why I created that little flight plan. But as you can look around, there's a lot of aircraft everywhere. So we got plenty of traffic out. Guys, you know the rules. The stream is bugging out for you. Go ahead and refresh your YouTube, because I'm not having any issues on this side. All right, so we're just above 10,000. We're at 12,000 feet. Let's look at the weather again, because I looked at the elevation. I didn't actually look at the weather. I know that the winds are in favor of 16 and 17, but okay, we got 160 at 7 knots, and the visibility is 10 statute miles, which is a lot better than last time. Last time we flew here from, what was it, San Francisco or somewhere? I can't remember where we flew from. Last time we flew to Denver, we had an extremely low visibility approach. It was a lot of fun though. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. So we'll stick here at 12,000 feet until we get past Boss, and then we'll descend for our approach into Denver, Colorado International. Go ahead and pull up my chart for Denver ILS 16 left, so we can find out what we can expect. What's funny about these airports that have very high elevation, we're going to be intercepting the glide slope at 7,000 feet, which is really high, but you have to remember the airport elevation is actually 5,000, so that makes a lot of sense. So let me take a look at. All right, so we got Glimey, which we need to be at 8,000, and then at Kurt, which we don't actually see unless we zoom in. Not sure if we're gonna see Kurt in here. I don't see Kurt, but actually Kurt is before Glimey. That's gonna be way out here somewhere. Yeah, Kurt's right here. At Kurt, we need to be at 9,000, but we're not gonna be at Kurt, so that means at Grays, I want to be at 9,000, and then at Glimey, I want to be at 8,000. At or above 8,000, and then after that, we want to be at 7,000, and that is where we're going to want to intercept the ILS. But we're probably going to intercept it sooner, possibly, but we'll see how that works out on the way in. And other than that, we should be pretty good. We'll probably already be on the glide slope when we get there, so should be pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I think we're at Boss now. Let's see, look at the right window. That engine has been giving me problems even off of the stream earlier, so it looks good, but it does not sound good. Alright, so let's go ahead and change our altitude to 9,000 feet. We're going to slowly descend down 9,000. We have some time to get there. Let's see. Yeah, we have plenty of freaking time to get there, actually. Let's take a look at that. So we have Grays, no, it's Cine, which we're headed to right now. Probably about 8 minutes or so. And we only descend about 3,000 feet, so we'll go about 500 feet per minute. And just slowly get down there. Our speed is good. We're at 220 knots. We can speed up a little bit if we like. I'm hoping I'm able to do the next flight. Like I said, I don't know how much time I have. What I might have to do is I might have to do this landing and then take a break and come back. I'm not sure. That's one of the reasons I didn't know if I wanted to stream anyways, because I was just very unsure of how much time I have. So I think we will be able to get on the ground in time before I have to go, but I'm hoping that I can stick around for the next flight. If not, I'll come back and do it later. Lewis is asking, do sometime I ignore the overspeed? No, I never ignore overspeed, so that's why I have no violations. Never, especially on expert server, you do not want to ignore that because you will get ghosted. Trust me. I don't recommend you keep ignoring overspeed either. All right, that flight only took you 35 minutes. Good to know. Thank you for that, Phantom 360. That's a huge compliment. I really appreciate that, my friend. I do not take you guys' compliments lightly. I love Denver. I can't wait to go back to Denver, specifically Colorado Springs. Look at those mountains out there. I went to Denver before. Hold on.
183, request frequency change.
Everything changes.
Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Frontier Flight 2706. American 1 Heavy. Number 3, traffic to follow is on left downwind. Number 3, behind the traffic on left downwind, American 1 Heavy. Number 1, clear to land, runway 16 right, Blue 116. Denver Tower, Southwest 727, ready for takeoff at runway 17 right, departing east. Southwest 727, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 17 right, Southwest 727. Frontier Flight 2706, maintain slowest practical speed. Maintain slowest practical speed, Frontier Flight 2706. Egypt Air 124, request frequency change. Air Force 926, number 2, traffic to follow is on right base. Air Force 926, requesting change to runway 16 right. November 315 Hotel Victor, request frequency change. Air Force 926, correction, stand by. Denver Tower, Delta 88 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 17 right, departing west. Air Force 926, number 1, runway 16 right, clear to land. Air Force 926, number 1, runway 16 left, clear to land. Stand by. Air Force 926. Air Force 926, requesting change to runway 16 right.
Flaps 3.
Delta 88 Heavy, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 17 right, Delta 88 Heavy, Egypt Air 124, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Egypt Air 124, good day. Denver Tower, Southwest 452, ready for takeoff at runway 17 right, departing east. Air Force 926, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Denver Tower, United 392, ready for takeoff at runway 17 right, remaining in the pattern. Air Force 926, Number 2, runway 16 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 right, Air Force 926. United 392, hold short of runway 17 right. Southwest 452, line up and wait runway 17 right. Holding short runway 17 right, United 392. Line up and wait runway 17 right, Southwest 452. Frontier Flight 2706, is on final runway 17 left, full stop. Frontier Flight 2706, number 1, runway 17 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 17 left, Frontier Flight 2706. Southwest 727, request frequency change. Southwest 727, frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved.
50,
Southwest
40,
727,
20,
good day.
10.
Denver Tower, Southwest 452, ready for takeoff at runway 17 right, departing east. Southwest 452,
10.
runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 452, frequency is busy, please be patient. Pushback approved. November 11 Alpha Charlie. Denver ground, Blue 116, request taxi to parking. Frontier Flight 9201, taxi to runway 17 right, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 17 right, Frontier Flight 9201. Denver ground, Mike 1 Super, ready for pushback. Mike 1 Super, hold position. Blue 116, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Blue 116. Denver ground, Skyhawk Heavy, ready to taxi. Denver ground, Frontier Flight 223, ready for pushback. Frontier Flight 576 Flight of 2, pushback approved. Expect runway 17 right. Skyhawk Heavy, taxi to runway 17 right. Contact tower when ready. Holding position, Mike 1 Super. Taxiing to runway 17 right. Skyhawk Heavy. Mike 1 Super. Pushback approved. Expect runway 17 right. Mike 1 Super. Hold position. Holding position, Mike 1 Super. Hold short of runway 17 right. Frontier Flight 2706. Denver ground, Frontier Flight 2706. Request taxi to parking. Frontier Flight 2706, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Frontier Flight 2706. Mike 1 Super, pushback approved. Expect runway 17 right. Pushback approved, Mike 1 Super. Denver ground, November 11 Alpha Charlie, ready to taxi. Denver ground, Air Canada 63, ready for pushback. November 11 Alpha Charlie, taxi to runway 08, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 08, November 11 Alpha Charlie. Denver ground, United 777, ready for pushback. Air Canada 63, pushback approved. Expect runway 17 right. Pushback approved. Air Canada 63. United 777, pushback approved. Expect runway 08. Pushback approved. United 777. Frontier Flight 2706, request permission to cross runway 17 right. Denver ground, Air Force 926. Request taxi to parking. Frontier Fly 2706. Request permission to cross runway 17 right. Denver ground, Air Canada 63, ready to taxi. Frontier Fly 2706, request permission to cross runway